Oh, okay. I was about to say, I don't remember this thing being here. I think that add, from their own undying flesh, they created many beings. Only few survived, and even fewer became sentient. Okay, yeah, this is a low karma NPC. Anyways, there's some stuff I remembered that I can actually do. So I'll just put this as an extra thing at the for later. Who knows when I'll actually upload it? Probably, I would love to get more of those things as well. But anyways, let's it's a thing I totally forgot about. Anyway, those guys are like 1 per area too. Okay, so we need to go visit Tail. All right, so there's a silly little thing that I completely forgot about. Like I mentioned, and they are the trials, which you get for doing very specific things. Anyways, for our first one, you just have to grope her at least a very minimum of 10 times. I believe it's just 10 at the minimum. It doesn't really matter how many times, but the game is keeping track of how many times I'm actually doing it. As funny as that is. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, also, something I learned about. Why did you do that? You feel ashamed. Oh. Looks like you accidentally blocked the exit. Let me help you. There you go. Okay, anyways. Now we exit the game. And then load it back up. Because I have another thing opened up to screw around with. Avoid stranger. For these defects and no other evil, we are now lost and punished with just with this. We have no hope, and yet we live in longing. Zero judge. Zero prosecutor. Zero defense. The Void Court, Zero Justice, is now in session. Prosecutor, please begin. Yes, Your Honor. The accursed has repeatedly succumbed to lascivious... I don't know how to pronounce that offhand. Actions. 45 times to be exact. Such deeds would be appalling enough in the mortal realm. Oh, by the way, doing that also increases my karma, so maybe that will get some more NPCs showing up. I know there's 1 per area, and I think doing that is the fastest way to increase it. Offhand. So it should make finding them not that hard. And I know that getting positive karma involves like talking to NPCs, saving them, feeding the locusts, feeding the starving men locusts. I think that there's a extra line of dialogue you get in the after the shmup ending or something that you only get if you have an absolutely absurd amount of karma. But I have no idea how much you need, and I'm probably not going to do that anyways. But to exercise such vulgar behavior in Lord Ad's domain, the insolence of mortals knows no bounds. We propose the accursed should be punished accordingly. Well, hold up a minute. You see, this was just a... Well, it may look quite bad at first. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to even try arguing this one. Lock him up, sis. Stranger, how do you respond to these allegations? Guilty. You are foolish indeed, but at least you're an honest fool. Continue your journey, stranger. Your day of absolution will come in time. Until then, pray we'll never meet again. Oh, we're going to be meeting a couple more times. Okay, so that's our first one. And what does it do? I think doing innocent doesn't do anything, but guilty changes pushing blocks and stuff to the grope sound. Anyways, that's our first one. There's a couple others we can do. Not in this room. Ah, here's one. Okay, we can do two of them in this room, actually. Alright, here's our first one. Grab a locust. Now let's just exit the game. Oh, hey, look, the chest is filled again. Got another locust out of it. Now let's just exit the game again. I have no idea how many times I have to do this, but I just know that, yes, the game is keeping track that I'm doing this. It's probably, I assume, rule of 3. Yep, because at this point it actually knows that I'm doing it on purpose. Alright. Prosecutor, please begin. Yes, Your Honor. The accursed has repeatedly hoarded locust idols. These sacred idols are part of Lord Ad's heritage. A mere moral tampering with them. This thought alone is repulsive. We propose the accursed should be punished accordingly. Has our prosecutor ever heard the old wisdom? Finders keepers? If you don't want people handling your stuff, you gotta take better care of it. Indeed. Normally these idols are well secured, but for some reason most of them have been scattered. Our defense wouldn't know about this, would she? I've got no idea what you're insinuating there. Besides, can you blame anyone for wanting to get their hands on these? They're delicious. The idols are not a pastime snack, you dimwit. You've been gobbling them up again, haven't you? That's more than likely by the looks of it. Rude. I'll let you know that my diet is rigorous. This voluptuous body won't sustain itself, you know. I can give you pointers if you want. Might be able to slim down your fat horns as well. Please eat a cricket and choke on it. Silence. Stranger, how do you respond to these allegations? Totally not guilty. I don't know what each one does. Very well. Continue on your journey, stranger. Towards your final condemnation. Alright, we'll see if that did. Yep, okay, it still did it. Okay. That makes your locust count 0. Okay, I got one back. Oh no! Alt F4 that shit. Now we get to do that a couple more times, because yes, the game will keep track of you trying to pull this shit. It's mostly just showing some of the stuff that the game is actually paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm guessing rule of 3. I was taking longer to load this. Okay. I think ending up in court also gives me negative karma. Might be if I say that I'm guilty. Right. Yes, Your Honor. The accursed has repeatedly cheated a certain death. We've yet to ascertain how the accursed managed such a feat. Nonetheless, it seems obvious that it was intentional. We propose the accursed should be punished accordingly. Hold up, defense chiming in. Have you got any, evidence? Cheating death sounds pretty hard to me. Is such a thing even possible? I for sure couldn't be arsed to do it. Not that I can die anyway, of course. We all saw it, you Nimrod. Nothing gets past the void court. Oh. Right. But can you prove they did it intentionally? Mortals cling to their lives at any cost. It's simply in their nature. But maybe it was an accident. Yeah. An accident. Why didn't I figure that one out sooner? How do you like that turnabout? There's only one accident here as far as I'm concerned. I didn't hear you properly. You gotta speak louder with those fat horns of yours. That doesn't make any sense. And leave my horns out of this. It's called a burn, sis. Oh, I'll burn you alright once we're done, you fly brain. Silence. Stranger, how do you respond to these allegations? I'm guilty. I totally did it. You're foolish indeed. But at least you're an honest fool. Continue your journey. Day of absolution. Till then, pray we never meet again. Okay, so I do know what this one does specifically. So now what it does is, every time I close the game, for any reason whatsoever, my locust count will go down by 1. These effects that I have accrued at this point last until until I reset the game, until I go back to the brand screen. So, you know, getting an ending of some kind. All right, we got one more I can screw around with. So first off, I'm going to exit the game. And then, basically, going into the save file, which, the save file for this game is located in, users, username, app data, local, void stranger. By going to the save.vs file, at the very, very bottom, I just opened it in Notepad. I don't know, I mean, obviously there's a lot of values here that I'm pretty sure I have no fucking clue what they do. But there's a little value down there called the room. So let's just put any number in there. It doesn't matter what it is. And save. And then we save. Alright, now we load the game back up. I'm pretty sure this value only exists specifically for this. Yep. That was the value I had to mess with. Well, that just put me back here. That was probably the wrong one. Okay, it was at 0. Let's try the room value to 50. Oh, my, okay, that was probably the one. The room value minus 50. Okay. Might be too late now. Alright, so whichever value I messed with was obviously wrong. Plus, I had thinking about it, I had the file open up before I loaded up the game, so that was probably a dumb idea too. Alright. Now let's mess around with it. Alright, just load save.vs in Notepad. Scroll all the way down. Let's see, one of the values should be, there we go. The room, 2GCBQBS. That says the room. Let's change that to 5 and see what happens. There we go. Pretty sure that value for the room is probably just it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that all the characters that are after it are probably very specific, and that if it detects that you're doing a number without the right character sequence after it, it probably just boots you into here. Void Court. Alright. Yes, Your Honor. Your cursor has attempted to create a shortcut between brains. This is unprecedented, if I'm being honest. Most of these brains are impenetrable. Mortals shouldn't be able to escape them. But don't get the wrong idea. This transgression is still extremely severe. We propose the accursed should be punished accordingly. Oh, come on now. This trench never ends anyway. How much harm is there in skipping a room or a dozen? Lord Ad created this labyrinth in order to punish sinners. Simply attempting to skip it defiles our Lord. You should understand that already. But that ain't swell. That ain't swell at all. No fun allowed, I guess. This has nothing to do with fun. Please try to take your job more seriously. You'll always start acting like a spoiled brat when you know you're losing. Yeah. Whatever you say. At least my horns aren't fat like yours. What did you say? You heard me. Fatty horns. Say that one more time and I swear. Please die. Silence. Stranger, how do you respond to these allegations? Totally guilty. You're foolish indeed. At least you're an honest fool. Continue your journey. Day of absolution. Okay, I already know what the punishment for this one is regardless. It boots you back to the first floor. Regardless of where you were. This is kind of like an alternative way of actually getting that because you still get your stick. Now then. Alright, so. I wonder how many of those NPCs I have. Oh, right, I might... Okay, well, we'll find out sooner or later. If that... Okay, yeah, that one's still there. Okay, I wasn't sure... I wasn't sure if the karma value went down. Not that it really matters. Okay, so that was ads version. Let's see if we can find the others. I don't know which floors they're on or anything. I just need to look around. This is an easy way of actually finding the damn things. Oh, there it is. Unfortunately, I don't have wings. That's sad. And unfortunately, I fucked this puzzle up. Even sadder. Maybe I should just go back and actually get my wings and stuff so that I can make this a little bit easier on myself. Especially if I'm going out of my way to do this. Alright, let's try this again. This time without screwing up. I was so close. But then ads threw me away. Use. I was supposed to have that name. I was not good enough. Curse that worm. Give my name back. Yeah, from what I understand, these are failures to create Minutia. But yeah, they give lots of neat little lore. Okay, so pay attention. So we can try to see where the one in B's domain is located at. Value's not high enough to actually see some of them. Makes me a little sad. So I'm gonna have to come back later. Okay, karma value increased. Now a new one showed up. I have to go back upstairs and grab some snake tits every so often just to get it to do that more. He is always hungry. Ad made them a simple being. Too simple. They cannot even swim. Watch how I swim. No need for hunger. Maybe. I do not want to feel hunger anymore. Okay, yeah. Okay. Next. Okay, so that was the one for this area. Okay. Mon's area. Bouncy one, does that mean that my karma value is too low? Yeah, okay, my karma value is too low, so I'm going to go. So I'm going to go back upstairs and keep trying. Okay, there it is. Floor 95. Even after they learned how to create sentient life, Ad was not pleased with their results. So they changed their approach. We don't know what they did differently, but even Ad understood something was wrong when they created Mon. And even when Ad would later resort to this method, most would still say that Mon remained the most repugnant of one of all those who were created. That's going back. Oh, okay. Oh. Come on. Do they despair once you talk to them? Huh. Alright, tan. I think I remember seeing a screenshot of the tans that should be on the very first floor, right in front of the mural. Which means my karma level's not high enough yet. Yep. Please do not bother Tan. They mean no harm. They just do not get along with others. Probably do not believe me, but I can tell. Deep down, they are a gentle being. You would not hurt them, right? Hmm. Alright. Awful lot to get used to go. Okay, not entirely sure how it happened, but one of the light orbs showed up. The reason why that's a bit weird is because light orbs are only supposed to show up when I have positive karma. Whereas I should absolutely have negative right now, especially considering if I go back one floor. You know, once I click into the menu. Oh, not that one. That one's there. So this, I actually have the karma numbers and such of how they show up and everything. Like, this one shouldn't show up unless I have a karma level between negative 161 to 199. And this light orb should not show up unless I have a positive karma of 273 to 343. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I didn't see any other light orbs when I was like tearing through the floors again. I mean, the previous one would have been like 77 and 114. I haven't. Oh wait, no, this is 114. I don't think I saw one at 71. What does this one say? You gaze into a strange light. You can barely make out two. Figures clad in white. It's much easier to see if I put there. They're talking about something. I'll give you another hint. Some can't live without me. For others, I'm all there's left. What am I? Yeah, I know that's a whole riddle thing. I'm not entirely sure if it's a solvable riddle or anything like that. I know where they are, and I know that there's some theories on what it could be. But that's pretty much the most I know about it. And whether or not there's anything you can actually do with it, who the hell knows? Okay, curiosity. Oh wait, no, F8. Go back. 77 would have been the other one. I'm pretty sure I didn't see that one. Yeah, there should be a light orb that shows up in this floor too. But I need positive karma values for that one, so I'm not entirely sure why that one didn't show up. Okay, next one. I actually have the floor numbers where each of these show up. Next one should show up at 193. Wait, no, 154. Okay, Cocoon's gone. Not sure why, I didn't talk to him this time. They usually disappear when I talk to them. I mean, light orb would be 160. Next one would be 168, and and 154 would be the other one. I mean, Gore's area specifically. I mean, a good way to get positive karma is just to give those guys bugs. You get +4 every single time you do that. I got the numbers of what each thing does, making it a little bit easier to find everything. Basically, might as well just bring it up now while I'm already here and thinking about it. Whenever you finish up talking to any of the NPCs and go through their entire tree, they usually get +8 karma. Except for the teen, who never gives you any karma, period, because you can't really give her finish her thing in a positive manner. If you push around an NPC or shove them into holes, like these guys here, Mon, other NPCs, shoving them into walls or something like that. Not very many you could probably do with that, but, you know, whatever. You get -4 every single time, which caps out at 40 per room. Same thing with groping the snake. Which is -4 every time you do it, but it caps out at 40, so you can only do it 10 times before it maxes out. If you finish Nini's entire quest without killing her, you get +64. Every time you feed one of these zombies, you get +4. If you get a locust from Gore for not having any, you get -4. If you kill Gore Tail, you get -8. If you plead guilty in any of the courts, you get +56. If you say not guilty, you get -56. Each time you solve one of Lily's puzzles, you get +4. The puzzle, the picture puzzle specifically, the ones at the end. I think there's 5 of those. And if you do the ad crash in the womb room, you know, the one where you put in your own brand in, it either gives you it randomly gives you either -256 or +256 at completely random. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way to actually see what your actual value is without doing all that stuff. That's apparently all the stuff that affects it. Anyways, F8. Oh, wait, no, F7 is the one that goes forward. I keep forgetting about that. Let's see. For the next one, we're looking for floor 154. I should have enough for that one to pop up. And it didn't show up. Might not have enough karma, because after that one, it's... Might have been because I talked to the light. Oh, did that actually do something? That might have gotten rid of... Might have been a weird thing that fucked with my karma thing. That didn't even cross my mind. I don't even know why I did both of them to begin with. That was extra weird. Okay, yeah, nothing's showing up here. Oh yeah, also, light orbs only show up once per playthrough, period. That was the other thing. The failures can show up at however many times you want, but the light orbs are just once. Oh, huh. Okay, doing the skip actually takes you to that room. That's funny. Okay, because I'm unvoided. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go all the way back up to the top, which is difficult. I just need to... where's my list of what each one does? I mean, the fastest way would just be to go back to the add brand room, which I just need to push you, and boom. Also, yeah, the reason why I'm moving so fast. Something I found out later on. It's this thing. Yeah, originally I had it on tap, but yeah, you could just... Yeah. It goes up to here, but if you hold the button, it goes real fast. That might... Which might help out a lot in the Sith boss fight. Or I might go too fast, and it becomes even more difficult. I don't know. Okay, so until I get another one of them to show up, I'm just going to try to increase my... Oh, right, well, I'm thinking about it. I accidentally bumped into it. Because I was holding the button. I need negative karma. Yeah, there's something else that I remember that I could do. Let's see if I hold the button. Yeah. That should have given me plus 40. So let's exit the game because, well, if I get the thing, I could just say not guilty and get a bunch more points. But there's something else I can do too. Because I found out there's still more court things I haven't seen yet. Okay. So we already got that one. So just keep entering and exiting the game. Apparently, is one of the other triggers. I think it triggers twice from what it sounds like. I don't know offhand. It's probably once again just opening up and immediately quitting the game 3 times in a row. Which honestly, for this, 1 second. I'm just gonna go offline on my Steam friends list so that they don't keep getting people don't get notifications that I'm constantly opening and closing this game nonstop. That's just kind of annoying. Or maybe not. I heard that constantly opening and closing the game actually triggers one of them. But maybe that was incorrect. I'm just doing it one more time. Okay, that didn't trigger anything. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that guy was there. Like this girl. She won't talk to you anymore. I should have hit her enough times, but I'm kind of curious if being mean to NPCs like that actually does anything. Because I know that each of them, that the court systems are apparently tied to the sins. And apparently there's not one for wrath, but... Oh. That was one. This is probably Wrath. I heard that there wasn't a Wrath one. Prosecutor, please begin. Yes, Your Honor. The accursed has repeatedly tried to force their way against the course of this realm. Forcing your way out with narrow thought will get you nowhere. This only proves one's covetous desire of moving forward. We propose the accursed should be punished accordingly. What's this? Is our defense at a loss for words? That'd be a first. I got distracted by those fat horns of yours, that's all. Anyway. Don't tell me you haven't got any sort of statement prepared. Sorry, got distracted again. Anyway, at least they didn't give up, right? Oh, okay, that was the opening and closing game one. Okay. I'm actually rather curious to see how far they can get like this. After all, there's no problem dedication and brute force can't solve. Well, besides those horns of yours. Those are just plain hopeless. I'll show you the meaning of hopelessness once we're done here. Silence. Stranger, how do you respond to these allegations? Guilty. Oh no, if I say not guilty, then I get more negative points, and that's what I want. Continue on your journey. Toward your final condemnation. What's the punishment for that one? I have no idea. Oh, whatever. I guess it was just a coincidence that happened. Okay, I talked to this one already. Talked to that one. No wait outdoors area. There it is. I see it now. Gore was the second being, to be created with forbidden means. I tried to be careful this time. Too careful. Gore became almost emotionless. Sluggish and indecisive. They did not amount to much. Cool. Okay. Got that one. Next one, well, next area, but... Wrong button, okay. Just checking which floors. Guess 168 would be with the light one if that one decides to show up. Okay, it would show up there. Gotcha. Okay. The one in Lev's area should be at 170. Oh, it would have been here. So it's not here. Wonder if exiting the game will change that. Like, it's making me want to only talk to one at a time. No, it's not here. Okay. So I gotta go increase my actions by doing mean things. Right. I gotta need it. Alright, now it's here. Lev, the third and final being, born through forbidden means. Speaking was hard for Lev. Thus Ad gave all of them horns, so that they could hear Lev speak. Lev was so grateful. If only Ad had stopped there. Over time, even the most sincere gratitude will grow bitter. Silent resentment. A heartless being. Alright, there's our last one. Which I'm actually going to have to make some effort to get to. Keep looking at that. Jeez. Maybe not that bad. Okay, finally. After honing their skills for so long, I got closer than ever before. They gave birth to a fragile being. Lacking in strength. Imperfect in many ways. Just like Ed had hoped. An artificial minutia. A being capable of enlightenment. Their true name, like all the others, is long forgotten. But their sisters called them Sith. Yay, okay, that's all of those things. Now I gotta get positive values to try to get the light sources again. Ugh. Great, okay. Gotta go all the way back to the top. Maybe that was a bad idea. I mean, the fastest route would probably be feeding locusts, and the fastest way to get a lot of locusts is just to go back to Lev's, not Lev, but, yeah, Sif's brand room just to get the 99, then just go back and just feed them. And I was right over there. Oh well. Alright, some little interesting thing when I was feeding this guy all my locusts. Wait, why do I have another locust again? Oh, whatever. Anyways. The one up there, fell over after a while. And on his own, so it doesn't matter if you feed them. I also noticed that he turned into one of the eggs. So, they transform after a while. I'm gonna see how long it actually takes for this one, because I was constantly mashing through it, because I did feed him all 99 I had at the time. So apparently waiting around long enough to cause them to turn to the eggs. No idea how long, honestly. Oops. I just want to see if they have anything interesting to say at all. Probably not. There it goes. Hungry. Yeah, okay. That's more or less what I thought. Okay. Alright, we are back up at the top again. I just realized I could have just teleported, because these ones are all connected too. I could just teleport, well, whatever, through them instead of having to do that every single time. Okay. Alright, so if one of the light sources decides to show up, it'll be on floor 77. If it doesn't, then I'll just exit the game. I don't even know how high my karma is. I should be out of the negatives now at the very minimum. Well, that guy still showed up, but that might be because I'm still in the same game. Okay, so this is likely because I continued to exit out of the game. Oh, this can give me. If I say that I'm not guilty, if I say that I'm guilty, then that will get me some positive karma. All right, what do we got? Prosecutor, please begin. Yes, Your Honor. The accused has repeatedly tried to force their way against the course of this realm. Forcing your way out without an area of thought will get you nowhere. I proves one's covetous desire of moving forward. Suppose the accursed should be punished accordingly. So same, exactly. Oh, it's the exact same thing. So that didn't change at all, oddly enough. So no light source, huh? That's a little sad. And I'm not sure what triggers it. Man, so I'm gonna need to try to get more karma. I'm pretty sure I didn't bump into one here before.